Welcome to Holtonsfixit101. Today we are going to be talking about evolution tools, and more specifically we're going to be talking about is this thing here, which is a little bit of a beast. It's the Evolution Mitre saw stand, and we're going to be talking about all the different features and all the different lengths of wood or metal that you'll be able to put on it, because it's for the Evolution saw. So I will see you after the intro. Now, welcome back. As you can see, I've got the saw stand actually on the floor here. Now, I folded the legs up so you can actually see that this is quite easily, so you'll be able to grab hold of it and you can pick it up, throw it in the back of your car, your van, or in the back of your truck, or whatever you want to use. It is very, very compact unit when you take the saw off, and it's very easily to fold back up. And I will show you the very good way of folding out the legs on here. You turn it upside down and it has switches on the side, or buttons on the side, as you can see here. You push the button in and then it allows you to extend the legs back out. So let's do that. That one clicks into place, and so is that one, and that one, and that one there. Now you have the stand. Now I found the easiest way to do that is to put it down like that and lift it up into place where you want it. Now, as you can see, the stand is there as you need to place it to wherever you want to. Right, other features I found with this, that these extension tables here, or the extensions on here, will allow you, I'll do it this end, the extensions here actually allow you to extend it that way, and it also adjusts to the different materials that you have go into the actual bed of the motor saw that you have on here. Let's face it, if you've got other motor saws that you want to put on here, I'm not saying you have to put the Evolution one on there. I've put the Evolution one on there because that is what I bought along with the stand itself. But you've got a knob on the side here which you undo, and that allows that there to extend, as you can see. And there's also a knob on the side of here that allows you to pull that up to the different height that you require. Now that happens on both ends, but you'll also notice if I turn this round, excuse me for my back here, that you'll see that that ends up over that side. In this one here, if I put that side, this one here ends up over this side. So the great feature about that is that this one comes over this side, that one comes over that side. The great feature is that you can have it full extended, or you can have it all collapsed as you need it. And they're very, very good. It's just sliding back in and out. Just make sure that when you want to transport it, that you do up the grub screw knobs on the end, and you'll be able to transport it without picking it up and the thing just flies apart. But there is a stop in here, so when the extension legs or the extensions are fully extended, it won't just come out the end and you're trying to thread it back into the hole. So that's the first features of the saw that I like to show you. Right, now here we're back with my Evolution saw that you've seen in a previous video, and I'll post a link down below for that video. But I've attached the Evolution saw to the supplied rails that come along with the, or hooks, or whatever you would like to call them. I don't know quite sure what they call them. The good feature of this is that if you need to put this back down on a desktop, you are quite welcome to do, because it has these feet here that allow you to do that. But I always finding that it's always best to put it back onto the stand. It gives it a lot more stability. I have the extension rails that I've got to put stock on, and it works out really well. Now the best way I found of putting this on there, probably the only way, but it's the best way that I found, is that you hook it onto the front like that, and you push it down like that, and then these lock down like that, and that's the saw locked into place. So much so that I can grab hold of this, or I can actually pick up the actual saw and stand together. So, and I found the great thing about this is that if you're cutting off a length of stock that you find is longer than when any of these are fully extended, that you can give yourself a little bit extra by releasing these here and sliding the saw up that way, so it gives you that extra saw capacity. That's one of the features that I've actually found. But I usually keep it just in the middle, because it's supported both ends for cutting whatever stock that I need. But those lock down again, back into place. And if you ever want to take the saw back off, just grab hold the back of it, the back of your saw here, pull it up, and off the saw comes. It's easy as that. It's very, very good, and I'll put it back on just for nostalgia purposes. But and I lock it down, and it's locked in position. Now the only thing I found, there is a few little quirks. The only thing I found is that I would like to have had some kind of measurement on here to actually squaring the saw up on the front of these. That's another little feature that I found, well, it's not a feature, it's not there. But the other thing is, the screws that they provided with the stand to hold the saw down, I've had to supplement them with some of my own bolts and everything else, because they supplied you with wing nuts, and there's absolutely no way that you could get right underneath there with the wing nuts that they supplied. Might be just be an anomaly, but for me it wasn't good enough. I'm a little bit pernickety about these sort of things, and I like to make sure that the saw was actually on there, rather than just a few wing nuts that you can do up with your fingers. It's just me, but other people will probably find that as well. But that is the Mitre saw stand. What can I say? What can you say about a stand? It's a stand. It could be a little bit taller off there. As you can see, I'm standing up here now, and it's way below my waist, and I would have liked it a little bit taller, so I don't have to stoop down when I'm trying to use the saw. But apart from that, there's little things like that. But I found it to be absolutely brilliant so far. I can pick it up, take the saw to wherever I'm working, take the stand wherever I'm working, assemble it, put the leg, put the extensions out, cut the bit of material that I'm cutting. I'm 5-10 minutes cutting that up, and pick it up, take it to another place where I'm working. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You know, it takes me longer now to actually set the thing up than what it does to actually cut all the pieces of material that I'm actually working on. So, you know, it's cut down the time, don't get me wrong, cut down the time of me setting it up, but it takes me longer now to set it up than what it does to actually cut it, because I go bump on and through, you know what I mean. Well, anyway, there's the Mitre saw stand, and love it or hate it, I like it. Evolution, well done to you. Well, there we go. It's the Evolution Mitre saw stand, and love it or hate it, you know, these things have become a bit of a revolution for people that is working on job sites. It's certainly helped me out from doing all the little jobs that I like to do. You know, there are a few little quirks, probably not high enough. The bolts, you know, it's minor little details, probably just me, but it's just minor little details. I like the extensions, the way they go out, and they also come up to the bed of your mitre saw. And it doesn't matter what mitre saw you're using, these will extend and actually be able to go out to there. So there we go, my friends. If you like this video, please click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it's around here somewhere. And you can connect up with me socially on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And email me at any time you want. And I will see you again next time. Bye bye. And don't forget that in a new video coming soon, we'll be testing all the features of this saw and stand working together in harmony. So keep subscribing.